Mary O'Regan. Moved here in 2008, principally to be beside my daughter who lives here. Everything was fine until we had the snow, the very bad winters. And that's the summer after, in 2011, I had the house painted. And the paint wouldn't take on this gable end. And they redid it, and it still wouldn't take. And then the cracks really started to appear. So yeah, this is the worst part. My bedroom is actually up here, and it's now coming into the bedroom, and it's not at the joins of the paper, but it's splitting the paper. The main sitting room is there, and again it's affecting the wall there. It's like there's kind of a snake in behind the wallpaper. When you touch it, it's gritty. Now the bedroom is damp. I have to have a window open, which I reckon this winter I won't be able to sleep in it. I'll have to move into the other side of the house. And like it was, what will I say, it was my forever home. If you could get an estate house with that ticked all the boxes, this practically did that. Because the aspect of the house, as you can see, the sun comes round here at 12 o'clock in the day, and it's here till sunset. Now just unfortunately tonight there's no sunset. But as you can see, it's an amazing view, and as my daughter, when I'd sit out in the patio here with a glass of wine, she'd say to me, "Mum, this is your piece of heaven." And now it's turned into my piece of hell, quite literally. I put an awful lot of money into furnishing it because I thought, this is it. I won't be doing this again. As I say, I put a lot of money into it, bought really good furniture, and all I would look at from now on would be just changing soft furnishings. I'm not the type of person that needs. I don't need to do all that kind of changing suites of furniture and everything. That's just not me. I buy right when I buy it, and I mind it. And this is what now I've been lavished with.
And so, what stage of the redress are you at currently? How is it working out for you?
Well, currently my application's only going in. I have had all the tests done. I had the boring, the samples, as you can see here. And to date, if I factor in the first time the engineer came out to look at it and say, yeah, you definitely have Mica, I've paid just short of 7,000. And I'm an OAP living on a state pension. I used to have a part-time job in Dublin. I worked remotely, went to Dublin once a week. And then I ended up doing escort on a school bus for 2 of my grandchildren. And the money from that, I literally, the way I put it, squirreled it away. Because I knew 4 years ago, I knew the costs were going to be astronomical. And that's how I did it. But even now, people are having great difficulty getting the money back from the council. There was a man talking the other day, he's had 10 different inquiries. And what I'm asking is, how qualified are these people that are handling, how qualified are they? Like, one woman was on Highland a couple of weeks ago, and she was saying, the way she was talking, it sounded like she had the same engineer as me, and Damien McKay, and I couldn't say enough for Damien. Damien, as I said to him, he had to be engineer and psychologist all rubbed into one. It was the 1st of February I heard that my house was for demolition. And he did it so well. At the end of the Zoom call, myself and my daughter were taking the Zoom call, and at the end of it, he just said, "Mary, it's rebuilt." And my daughter looked at me, she says, "Mum, has that sunk in with you, what he's just said?" It was rebuilt where somebody else demolition, And that's what I'm facing, and what I'm saying is, I'm 70, I don't have time to waste. I don't know how long this is going to take. I thought maybe I'd be looking at 3 years, and maybe, then it'll be fine. I had cancer in 2016, and I never said why me, but this I did say why me. It's like getting the best Christmas present you ever wanted, and now it's just all been taken away from me, because I do not have the money. Before all the building costs and everything went up, I might have had, with a wing and a prayer, I might have got it up. But even in the morning, if you get 100%, what we still have to go through. I mean, packing up a whole house at my age, everything's going to be destroyed, no matter what way you look at it. You know, packing away, I'm already starting. And yet you can't empty it now, you've got to live in it. Like I would usually do a load of pots and all. Wasn't going to do them this year. My daughter said, Mum, for God's sake, just get the pots out. You know, you need colour, you've got to live here. And it's still, I still love coming home to it. And I just don't know where I'm going to end up. I really don't. I mean, unless something, this 100% comes in, I'm homeless. And that is a fact. I'm homeless.